Okay, Assalamualaikum. Okay, for this recording, okay, I would like to discuss regarding chapter number 5. Okay, so chapter number 5 is about production, right? Okay, what is production? Okay, the learning objectives. After completing this chapter, students should be able to explain concept of a production, discuss the production process, okay, analyze the characteristic of modern production. Okay, so this is the outline for chapter number 5. Okay, what is production? The change in form of good, physical movement of the good. Good is a product. Okay, and transfer or storage, then transfer of ownership. And then we will look at the characteristics of modern production, okay, in terms of specialization, mass production or large scale production, and also standardization. Okay, let's look. What is production? Okay, okay. Production refer to any activity, okay, which creates goods and services to satisfy human wants. Okay, therefore, production creates utility, okay, or satisfaction which the consumer gets by using the goods or services. Okay. Production is an activity to produce the product or services. Okay. So if you see this diagram here, this is the process of production where you should have the input, okay, and then go through the production activity. After that, okay, the input will become an output. So output is the finished good. Okay, finished good. In production, inputs are transformed or changed to output. Okay. Input, for example, raw material, machine, electricity, and workers are used in production. Okay. The output or result of production is the product such as food, okay, clothing, houses, services such as transportation, entertainment, education, telecommunication, banking, insurance, wholesaling, and retailing services. Okay, this is all the output for the production. Okay, so what is input? Okay, the things that we need to produce. Okay, the things that we need to use as to produce the production. Okay, for example, raw material. If you want to make a cake, okay, what is input that you need? Okay, we must have the flour, okay, and then butter, okay, and then what others? The person, okay, for example, chef, okay, needs in the production in order to produce the product, okay. What else? We should have what we call the oven. Okay, in order to bake a cake, you must have an oven. An oven is a machine. Okay, that is input. And then what is the output? Okay, the cake is the output. Alright. So same goes to the manufacturing of the car. Okay, the input of the material of the car must include such as steel, okay, tires, okay, what else? Screw, okay, and then the production go to include the machines and also the person, operator, okay, that assembles the car. So finished good is car itself. Alright. Car is output of the production. Okay. So the production process, okay, as I mentioned before, input, okay, will change in the form, okay, physically in movement, time transfer, and also ownership. Okay. If these four things happen to the input, it means that the production is, the activity of the production is occurred. Right? So let's look one by one what it means by form utility, place utility, time transfer, time transfer of ownership. Okay? In production, a series of actions happen. Okay? This series of actions is known as the production process. The production process may be changed in the form of a good, a physical movement of a good, a time transfer of the good, and a transfer of ownership. Okay? So let's look at the first thing, okay, that is change in form of a good. Okay? During the production, the physical characteristic of input are changed. Okay? For example, loggers change the tree to logs for logs, sawmills to change the logs to saw timber, factory change the saw timber to moldings and doors. Okay? Carpenters change wood to furniture. Okay? This change or transformation involves from raw material to product with form utility. Berubah keseluruhan bentuk. Itu maksudnya form, change in form of a good. Okay? Bermulanya kita ada kayu balak. Okay? Kayu balak tu kita jadikan dia sebagai log kayu balak, okay? Yang kita dah buang dia punya kulit-kulit luar. Dan carpenter menggunakan log tersebut, okay, menjadi furniture. Okay, dia berbeza daripada log, daripada kayu balak bertukar kepada furniture. Okay, itu adalah transformation, change in form of a good. Okay, for example, a chair gives the consumer form utility, but a tree does not give the consumer the same satisfaction he or she gets from using the chair. Okay? So maksudnya bila ada berlakunya perubahan kepada produk tersebut ataupun input raw material, it means that the production is happened. Okay? The second one, physical movement of a good. Physical movement means that pergerakan ataupun kita bawa produk, kita bawa input tu kepada tempat lain. Okay? A good may be moved or transported from a place to another place where it has a higher value. For example, durians may be transported from the village to the town where they can be sold at a higher price. True or not, class? Okay? Kalau dekat kampung banyak sangat durian, so harga dia murah. So senang untuk kita dapatkan. But then when it comes to KL, for example, at town, okay, durian susah nak dapat. Okay, so caranya macam mana? Okay, import lah. Ataupun bawa dari durian daripada kampung, kita bawa ke bandar, kita increasekan the price. So itu maksudnya physical movement of the goods. Okay. There is higher consumer demand for durians in the town than in the village. Because of what? Okay, in the village there are a lot of durian trees. Okay, many of the top is the village. Okay, plant the durian tree. Okay, but dekat bandar macam mana nak tanam durian kan? Tak ada tempat nak tanam. Okay, Transporting the durian from the village to the town adds value or to increase the value of the durian. Okay, so that the price of the durian will increase, okay, because of the movement of the goods. The production of transportation service may use lorries, petrol and drivers. The physical movement creates utility. Okay? Example, the durians in the village gives a place utility which is different from the durians in the town. Goods may be transported from place with surplus or excess to another place with deficit or shortage. Okay? Kalau kita tengok dekat bandar shortage of durian, dekat village, okay, kita dapat banyak sangat durian. Okay, so that's why they create place utility. Okay, perubahan kepada tempat untuk produk tersebut. Okay, then the third one is transfer of a good. Okay, we call it as storage. Okay, all goods cannot be completely sold out at one time. Okay, tak semua barang yang kita ada ataupun hasil sesuatu, contoh ikan, okay, tak semua kita boleh jual dalam masa yang singkat, betul tak? Okay. So, for example, in agriculture, crops such as rice and wheat are harvested during certain season. Some of the yields are stored until they are needed or when there is demand. Okay. So, contoh dia adalah pertanian lah. Okay, kalau kita tanam beras, kita tanam gandum. Okay, dia ada masa-masa, season dia. Yang dia apa? Padi tu dah masak, okay? Gandum tu dah masak dan kita boleh jual. Okay? So lepas kita dah ada hasil beras dan juga gandum tu, okay? Bukan kita boleh terus jual je ke semua ni, betul tak? Okay? So some of the goods okay, maybe stock, okay, diletakkan di dalam lebihan tu diletakkan dalam stock, okay? Di mana rice and wheat ni kalau you orang tengok dia tahan lama, okay? So boleh simpan, okay? Some of the yield are stored, simpan until they are dalam gudang, okay? Dalam gudang biasanya, okay? Until they are needed or when there is demand. So sedikit kalau ada demand kita akan jual, okay? Ambillah barang tu dalam gudang, okay? Transfer tu dinamakan sebagai storage, okay? Storage uses space as well as workers. Okay, so kita kena ada orang yang menjaga gudang, betul tak? For stacking the goods and managing the inventory or goods which are stored. Takkanlah kita nak biarkan dia barang tu dalam gudang tanpa dikawal ataupun dipantau. Okay, so a business which provides storage service add time utility to a good. Okay, so bila kita dapat simpan barang tersebut, so, pada bila masa pun kita boleh menggunakan ataupun menjual barang tersebut. So, barang tu tak terus terjual, kita akan simpan. So, dia menambahkan time utility ataupun menambahkan masa, jangka masa barang tersebut masih ada dalam simpanan kita. Gitu. Kita tak jualkan habis. Okay. Kita simpan dulu, mana yang boleh simpan. Tunggu dah ada banyak kata demand, so baru kita jual. Okay. Example, a consumer finds it more convenient to buy rice monthly rather than 1 year's need at one time. Okay. So takkan kita nak beli beras setahun sekali, okay? Kita tak akan simpan beras lama, okay? Lama-lama nanti dia akan rosak. So kita akan beli sebulan, nanti habiskan, okay? Kita tak adalah dekat rumah, for example, tak adalah ayah kamu beli terus 100 kg beras kan untuk simpan setahun. Okay, kita biasanya akan beli sebulan, bulan-bulan. Okay. The business may earn profit of providing storage. So, sebab itulah kena ada penyimpanan supaya kita akan keluarkan jual tu sikit-sikit ikut kepada bulan pertama keluarkan 1000 kilo untuk dijual, okey. Dan bulan kedua pula seterusnya, okey. Sedikit demi sedikit. So, orang penyimpan barang ni atau tempat penyimpanan gudang ni dia ada boleh dapat profit lah. Okay. Okay, that is transfer. Now we look at transfer of ownership. Okay. Okay, what they say in transfer of ownership. In production, ownership may be changed from a party or person who does not want a good to another who wants it. For example, Encik Tom no longer wants his house. He sells it to Encik Ali who wants it. The sale is done through a broker. Okay? Both Encik Tom and Encik Ali are represented by their lawyers. The broker and the lawyer provide services in the transfer of ownership of the house from Encik Tom to Encik Ali. The broker and lawyer produce services such which creates ownership utility. The ownership utility is enjoyed by both Encik Tim and Encik Ali. Okay. So kadang-kadang bila kita dah tak nak sesuatu barang, kita nak jual. So mula-mula dia adalah milik kita, and then after that, bila kita dah jual barang, kita dah dapat duit, so barang tu bukan lagi kita punya lah. Okay, so macam mana cara nak transfer of ownership? Kena ada lawyer, kena pakai lawyer dan broker lah. Kalau barang tersebut yang kita nak jual tu harga dia banyak, mahal. Okay, contoh rumah. So, broker dan lawyer ni akan dapat hasil daripada servis yang dibagi. Okay, which creates ownership utility. So, that is means by transfer of ownership. Okay, we must go through what is the changes, and then let's look at characteristic of modern production. Okay, so other example of modern production is, okay, if we compare, okay, the production manufacturing company, okay, in the past 10 years and nowadays, if you compare, okay, perniagaan perkilangan dulu dan sekarang, okay, kebiasaannya, okay, kalau production yang moden, zaman moden sekarang ni, dia ada guna specialization, okay, and then the first one is specialization, second is mass production, ketiga mechanization ataupun automation, yang keempat standardization. Okay, kita akan kupas each of the characteristic of the modern production. What is it? Okay, let's look at the specialization. Okay, what is meant by specialization? Specialization by profession, by process, or by region. Okay, specialization by country. Okay, contohnya, okay, company Malaysia. Sebagai contoh, Malaysia adalah pengeluar terbesar kelapa sawit. Contoh. Okay. So this is called as specialization. Okay, sesuatu company ataupun sesuatu country itu dia akan fokus only one area. Okay, focus only one area of production. Okay, yang mereka rasakan berpotensi tinggi. They have a potential, okay, untuk ekonomi. Okay, so country, for example, Malaysia, okay, oil palm is the most, okay, the biggest exporter, okay, pengeluar terbesar kelapa sawit. Okay, what else? Specialization by region. Okay, maksudnya dalam satu Asia Tenggara, siapa yang menghasilkan apa lagi? Menghasilkan buah nenas. Okay, contohnya Indonesia. Okay. Dia specialize lah. Maksudnya Indonesia dia akan pilih untuk fokus on production nenas sahaja. Okay. So bila dia specialize, lagi fokus, lagi banyak dia boleh hasilkan. Okay. Ataupun by process. Okay, contoh company ada 2 branch. Okay, branch pertama lebih pada fokus proses untuk membuat santan. Contoh. And then branch yang kedua, okay, proses untuk membuat kerisik. Okay, specialized by process supaya lebih fokus. Okay, and then specialization by profession. Okay, so antara contoh-contoh specialization, instead focus on one production only. Okay. Okay, ni ada lagi explanation dia. Specialization divides work. Each person concentrate on one job. Jadi kita very focus. Specialization may be implemented by profession, process, region, country. In specialization by professional, each person is an expert in area, for example, carpentry, music, secretarial, science, marketing, and medicine. Okay. In a biscuit factory, production is broken down into different processes. Some workers mix the ingredients such as flour, sugar, eggs, and flavoring. Okay, so itu yang dinamakan sebagai specialization. Okay, what is the advantages of specialization? Okay, the first one, the right person for the right job. Okay, in specialization, each person concentrates on one job only. Therefore, people can do the work they are good at or interested in. For example, a person who has a good voice can be a singer, while another who is good in working with engines can be a mechanic. Each person's talent is used in the right area. So that we call it as specialization. One person only doing the work, the job that they love so much and they have talented on it. Itu maksudnya. And then the second one, the advantages of specialization with the improvement of the skills. Okay, concentrating on one job means that the worker repeats it. With repetition, the worker becomes more skillful at the job. For example, a badminton player improves in the game as he or she keeps on playing. Okay? So kalau kita selalu buat benda tu, perkara tu sama setiap hari, so itu boleh increase our skill. Okay? So kita akan tahu what is the weaknesses. Okay, apa kelemahan kita akan boleh atasi because of we can improve every day today. Alright? But okay, if there is advantages pro, there is always have disadvantages or contra. Okay? So what is the contra or advantages? Ini sambungan dia. Advantages lagi. Time saving, the third one. The person who does the same things does not have to waste time changing from one task to another. So boleh menyebabkan dia jimat masa. In this factory, where there is specialization by process, the worker keeps to his or he or she her section. Okay, he or she does not have to walk from the place where the ingredients are mixed to operate the oven and then to the other sides of the factory where the biscuits are packed and stored before being transported to the shop for sale. Okay. So kalau kita ada orang yang tertentu yang specialize, okay, contoh yang bancuh tepung ada seorang, okay, ada seorang yang buat. Lepas tu dia duduk, dia stay je, dia bancuh tepung aja kerja dia. Okay, dia tak perlu nak move to another section of the production. So boleh menyebabkan time saving. Okay. Then the fourth one, automation and maximum use of machine. Okay, kalau specialization kita akan gunakan The big machine. Machine can be used where there is repetition of a simplified task. If a worker specializes in operating a machine, the machine will not be last either, but it will be used to the maximum. Okay. So kalau kita specializekan satu machine ni, dia kerja dia uh, bancuh tepung saja mesin tersebut. So, kita tak akan buang masa lah, kita akan gunakan fully utilize mesin tersebut untuk satu function sahaja. Gitu. That is what is as automation and maximum use of machine. And then, other than that, the advantages, number 5, higher productivity and lower production cost. All the above advantage increase productivity. Okay, bila kita dah reduce time, okay, untuk kita buat produk, okay. So kita gunakan fully utilize our machine, okay, itu akan menyebabkan productivity kita bertambah. Banyak produk yang dapat dihasilkan dalam masa yang singkat, efficient, okay. Cost pula, kalau kita tak ambil masa yang lama, okay, machine kita tak ada buat problem, machine kita terus dia buat kerja, all the above advantage increase the productivity. More quantity can be produced in machine. When more is produced by the same worker or machines are used more efficiently. Okay, the average cost of production the unit will be lower. So jadinya biscuit satu tu dia akan jadi murah lah. Okay, cost dia. Cost per unit dia akan jadi rendah. Because of what? Because we have a specialization. Machine dia akan di fully utilized. Okay. So time consume akan jadi rendah. Okay. So antara sebab itulah if you compare the goods from retail shops and also factory goods, okay, barang kilang dengan harga retail ataupun runcit different price. Okay, sebab kita beli kalau kita beli dalam banyak kuantiti yang banyak atau kita beli dekat kilang, so dia akan bagi harga yang lebih murah lah. Okay, cost per unit dia lagi murah because of the specialization. Okay, then the sixth one, variety of goods. A person who cannot produce a particular good or service can buy it from another specialist. With international specialization, Malaysia can import furniture and glass from Italy, while export rubber and pulp all to countries which cannot produce them. So that is, I already mentioned about it. Okay, kalau kita ada specialize in each of the country itu dia ada specialization dia sendiri, dia fokus kepada apa potential agriculture dia. So kita boleh bertukar-tukar, kita akan ada banyak variety of goods lah. Contoh Malaysia boleh import barang-barang tiles ataupun perabot daripada Itali. Itali pandai buat perabot. So tapi kita pula apa yang kita boleh buat? Kita boleh ekspor getah dan juga farm on to other countries yang tak ada minyak kelapa sawit. Okay, this is the disadvantages. Okay, monotony of work. Means that kita hanya buat satu kerja je. Okay, kita akan jadi bosan, boring. Lost interest in the job. Okay, kita buat satu kerja je yang sama, boring. So I'm bored every day. Okay, second one, loss of individuality and creativity. So bila kita buat perkara yang sama je, ataupun mesin tu biasanya dia akan buat perkara yang sama saja kan. So tidak boleh create ataupun tidak boleh increase the creativity. So disadvantages of the specialization. Orang akan jadi boring, nanti dia tidak akan encourage for the creativity. And then the third one, increasing risk of unemployment and dependency. A person trained in an area of specialization may be unemployed if he or his skill is not required. Many tin miners, for example, in Malaysia, were unemployed because there was fall in demand for tin. The specialist also depends on other products or services. Okay? An agriculture country has to import industrial goods. Specialization reduces the work flexibility, workers cannot do jobs well other than his area of specialization. Okay, kalau terlalu satu je perkara yang boleh buat, kerja lain tak boleh buat. Kita akan selalu bergantung. Dependensi kepada kerja tersebut. Jadi bila kilang tersebut dah tutup, kita dah tak ada peluang nak kerja dah. Kita tak pandai dah buat kerja lain dah. Itu je yang kita pandai buat. Okay, that is the disadvantage. For example, contoh pada tahun 1980-an, okay, pekerja tu dia pandai melombong biji timah saja. Tapi bila dah tak ada demand dah, orang dah tak nak ada biji timah, so ramai yang tak ada kerja. Okay? Ataupun contoh, sekarang ni, okay, if you look at the current issue, nowadays, okay, kita tak ada agriculture gandum. Okay, kita tak ada. So, kita import. Kita import dari luar. Contohlah kalau kita import daripada India tepung. Okay. India pula dah tarik balik. Okay, kita dah jadi susah dah tak ada barang, tak ada tepung dah. Okay. So bila tak ada tepung, tak ada supply tepung, India tak boleh supply tepung, so kita punya ekonomi akan terganggu lah sikit sebanyak. Tepung tu akan jadi supply tak ada, demand tinggi, so shortage of product. Okay. That is also disadvantage. Dan yang keempat, standard product. With the use of machine in specialization, large quantities of uniform products are manufactured. Hence, the consumer has a variety of choices. So, semua barang semua sama je lebih kurang, right? So, tak ada pilihan. Okay, then let's look at the mass production or large scale production. Apa maksud mass production? Right. Mass production means that we produce the product in a large quantity. Okay? One time, okay, we produce large quantity. The products are usually standardized or uniform, and production is mechanized. Mechanized means that, okay, to produce the many product large quantity in a time, it means that we must using the machine. Okay. Mass production is economical, it lowers unit cost. Okay, some industry enjoy economies of scale. The larger scale of operation, the lower the unit cost. Okay? This may be caused by technical economics, managerial economics, commercial or marketing economics, financial economics, or risk-bearing economics. The technical economy, bigger machines are more efficient than smaller ones. Okay? Contoh kalau kita ada oven yang kecil, kita hanya boleh dalam masa 30 minit kita hanya boleh bakar seekor ayam saja. Okay? Berbanding kalau kita ada oven yang besar untuk industri tu, kita boleh masukkan 10 ekor ayam. Okay, so dalam masa 30 minit kita boleh dapat 10 ekor ayam yang dah siap bakar. Okay. So dia akan, bila kita consume masa yang sikit untuk hasilkan produk tu yang banyak, so dia akan jadi lower cost lah. Cost untuk electricity tu tak banyak, okay. Cost masa tu tak banyak, okay. So itu menyebabkan kalau kita producekan in a large scale, dia akan reduce the cost of one unit. Okay. Then, a big business can employ specialists and qualified administration. spreading their salaries over a large quantity of products. This is managerial economics, which our small business cannot afford because it will result in high cost per unit. In commercial or marketing economies, big business can buy larger quantities of raw material at a discount. It can also conduct advertising, spreading the cost over large quantities of its products. Fixing the new machine will take longer time and may delay production. Okay? So just in time, dia kata, mass production will lead to the need to store the large quantity of goods produced. To save storage space and cost, product can be produced just in time for use or to be sold. Maksudnya, dalam masa yang singkat kita boleh terus jual lah barang kita. Tak perlu nak apa material tu kita tak perlu nak simpan, okey? Nak simpan barang ataupun material tu akan meningkatkan kos pula, okey? Kena ada employees yang bekerja untuk jaga material tu dekat dalam stok. So kalau kita gunakan in a mass production, kita akan gunakan material semua sekali banyak. Okay? So dia tak akan menyebabkan kita akan incur cost of storage. Next is mechanization or automation. Ini maksudnya kita guna robotik lah, guna mesin saja. Tak guna orang. Mechanization refers to the use of machine. Automation, the machine is controlled by computer. Machine or robots, unlike workers, do not get tired when they repeat the same task. Mechanization is suitable for mass production of standard products. It increases productivity. Okay? So kalau kita guna robot, machine kan, diorang tak akan penat dah unless kalau diorang rosak lah. Okay. Next example, tadi specialization, okay, mass production, and then the third one is standardization. Okay, standardization means that sama saja, uniform. Example, all cars of the same brand country have the same size, shape, style, and features. Standardization is the result of mechanization and mass production. Okay. Itulah contoh dia, kalau kereta tu semua sama, spesifik je kan. Itulah maksudnya. Kalau kita buat mass production, dia mesti standardization. Sama. Okay, there is also limits to specialization, mass production, mechanization, and standardization. Okay. Apa dia? Limits ataupun disadvantages. The nature of the product to its characteristic. Manufactured goods can be mass-produced. However, personal service such as hairstyling cannot be mass-produced. Each customer wants a unique hairstyle. So maknanya tak semua lah produk tu ataupun services tu kita boleh standardizekan ataupun kita boleh buat mass production. Okay? Sebagai contoh, kalau kita nak gunting rambut kan, setiap orang dia nak style yang berbeza-beza. Okay? So tak semua jenis produk dia akan sesuai untuk kita buat mass production ataupun standardization. Okay? Contohnya lah produk tu sendirilah ataupun services. Size of the market refers to the number of buyers. Mass production can only be implemented when there is sufficient demand. Okay, kalau ada, kita kena tengoklah produk yang kita nak hasilkan tu ada tak ramai orang nak. Okay, kalau tak ada ramai orang nak buat apa? Kita gunakan mesin, kita nak guna mass, nak buat dalam kuantiti yang banyak, betul tak? So demand dia, kalau nak buat produk tu di dalam kuantiti yang banyak, kena tengok juga size of the market. Ramai ke tidak orang yang nak beli. Kalau ada company besar yang nak beli, dia nak minta kita supply, that is the first reason yang kita kena gunakan buat dalam mass production lah. Ini buat dalam kuantiti yang banyak. Itu sahaja. Okay, berkaitan dengan production. Okay, apa yang you belajar? What is the production? Okay, apakah characteristic of the production tadi? Okay, and then apa modern production punya characteristic? Okay, you all kena boleh tengok balik lah apa yang kita dah discuss tadi one by one. Okay, so sampai sini dulu. Thank you so much.